Okay, so today we will be solving equation. Give me a second here. We gotta find the equation. Today we'll be solving equation using the substitution method. 3x plus 5y equals 2, as well as x equals 10 plus 3y. Now, when using the substitution method, you need to make sure you have an isolated variable in your equation, as we have in this one here, which would be x. Now what you're going to want to do is substitute one equation into the other. Now since we know that x is equal to 10 plus 3y, and there's an x in this equation, we can substitute equation 2 into equation 1 by doing 3 times 10 plus 3y plus 5 equals 2. So we're going to do that here. Don't forget your other bracket, like I almost did. Now, brackets is another sign for multiplication, which means this 3 is going to be multiplied into each one of the brackets. That, 10 times 3 will be equal to 30, and then 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Y, don't forget the y. Now that you've done the multiplication, there are no longer brackets there, so you can just add 5y equals 2. So, now that you've done that, you can add like terms. Obviously, 30 doesn't have a y, so it's not a like. But 9y and 5y are like terms. So you can add them together and get a total of 14. So 14y plus 30 equals 2. Now you want to isolate y. The first step, you have it simplified now, and you still want to isolate y. So the first thing you're going to do is get rid of the 30. By doing that, you just subtract 30, and you have to do that on each side, because left side equals right side. Now that means 14y is equal to negative 28. Now that you've done that, you still need to get rid of the 14 so that y is by itself. It's a variable by itself. Now, the way you can do that, since it's multiplication, to undo multiplication, you use division. Now that is 14. And left side equals right side, so you have to do that. Now, you divide the two numbers, and you're left with y equals negative 2. That is your y variable, or your y. That's what y is equal to. But we're only done half the equation. We only have half of our answer. We need to find what x is. Now x is here. Now this is the better equation to use since it's already got a variable by itself. So we're going to do x equals 10 plus 3y. And now since we know y, we can substitute it into this equation. So we're going to do that. Now, since there's brackets like this one, we will be multiplying into that bracket. That will be equal to 10 plus, or plus in brackets, just so that you know it's a negative number, negative 6. Now 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. And we have no numbers left. We have no addition or subtraction or multiplication left. So that means you will be left with x equals 4. Now you have your two variables with their value. So that means your point of intersection will be equal to 4 on the x-axis and negative 2 on the y-axis.